Hi everybody, it's Hayden Crawford here from the Dreemtime Academy and welcome to today's live colour readings. Now I'm going to be using cards to start off with today, and then we're going to move into the colour mirrors bottles and then do some beautiful numerology sessions as well. So it's going to be quite varied today really, and I wanted to give you as much information and guidance as possible to see what's coming up for you, what's going on for you in your life right now, and how I might be able to help you kind of reconnect as well. So I guess some of the work that I do is I actually do intuitive work as well. So I'm going to be using a little bit of that today as well, where I can see if I can connect up to source and receive some information through from you as well. So what I'm going to be doing is asking certain questions and finding out who can acknowledge certain information that I'm getting through, and then from there I should be able to get the rest of the message come through for you as well. So nice to see you, Susan. Thank you very much for joining us today. How is everything going? Make sure that you hi Mina, nice to see you, nice to join and to get together again. Excellent. So hopefully we're all going to have a good laugh today as well. Going to help raise your vibration and help make you feel good, and and sort of set you sailing into the weekend with a big smile on your face. Hiya Craig, it's nice to see you. How are you today? Excellent. So I'm actually going to be using two different decks today as well, so as well as the color mirrors. Obviously I've got these beautiful cards here which I use all the time. These are beautiful. These are my color mirrors oracle cards. Okay, so I'm going to be using those today. So each and every single one of you initially is going to get a card picked out for you. Okay, and that's going to be something that's some guidance for you really to see what's going on in your life and how it can best help you move forward from where you are right now to where you want to be. So that's that deck, and I'm also going to use this deck as well here, which is called the color oracle deck as well. All right, so this was actually by Ina Siegel. The other ones were by Moira Bush, and these ones by Ina Siegel as well. It's like a big rainbow fan, isn't it? There you go. All right, so we're going to be using those two decks to begin with, and then obviously looking at the color mirrors and some numerology as well for you as well. So looking at your date of birth and when you came in. So if you'd like to leave your date of birth, feel free to leave it at any point whatsoever. All right, just all you have to do is just write down your date of birth in the comments section, and I'll take a look at that for you as well. And that will look at your, your personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, soul origin, soul purpose, and starseed origins as well. So I'm going to pick a card out for you guys. So this one's for you, Susan. All right, Susan. You got tangerine today. All right, so tangerine for you today. All right, so what does that mean? Well, in color therapy, actually, orange is all about shock, abuse, and trauma as a negative, but also, it also helps and assists you to reconnect to bliss and enlightenment. Yeah. Hi, Christina. It is a pretty pack, isn't it? So this one is telling you to be spontaneous, Susan, and have fun. So, tangerine is kind of like a mixture between yellow and orange, like a goldy, sort of a deep gold, which becomes this beautiful tangerine color. So you've really just got to stop trying to plan things out and just allow yourself to be spontaneous, and that'll help you move forward, and that'll bring you into your bliss and your enlightenment as well. So Craig's the 2nd of November. I need the year as well, Craig, for it to be able to work properly. Okay, so I just need your like your year that you were born. So it is a happy color, Susan, isn't it? Yeah. You can put your son's birthday down. So is he there? So he's the 16th of the 10th, is he? 2006. Well, he's got the same birthday as me, Mina. I'm the October the 16th as well. And so is my husband. We both have got the October 16th. So he's a lovely Libran baby. Tell you what, they're always, well, not a baby anymore, is he? He's 14. Hardly a baby. Mind you, you probably still think he's a baby, don't you? All right. So you've got these cards here, which I'm using. All right. So I'm going to pick out one, actually using my color mirrors deck. Now, let's have a look. Mina, this one's for you. All right, this one's for you, Mina. There you go. So you have got the coral self-acceptance, Mina. So when the color coral comes up, it's often because we need to learn to love and accept ourselves. Coral is about your body as well. So it's your human. So you've got to learn to accept your body for exactly how it is. So, there's no point in judging it and saying, oh, I wish I was skinnier or taller or shorter or fatter or whatever it is. Coral says, look, you are a Christed human living on the planet. It's time to love and accept yourself just as you are. All right. So that's Coral self-acceptance. Coral's all about expansion as well. So these are the Color Mirrors Oracle cards. Now I use these daily. These are beautiful, beautiful deck. Actually, I'll show you what the box looks like. So these are the Color Mirrors Oracle cards here. And these were developed by a lady called Moira Bush. It's got the Merkaba star on the front, which is our light body vehicle. All right, so that's beautiful, isn't it? Excellent. All right, so Ashley, I'll pick a card out for you. So this one's for you as well. Okay, so you have got, Ashley, you have got the clear angel. All right, and that is gratitude and grace. Now, a lot of the time when the clear cards come up, it means that you have access to the starry realms, because it's clarity. But it's also reminding yourself as well, to give appreciation for everything in your life and go on a bit of a rampage of appreciation if you can. So instead of focusing on the things that aren't working, look at all the things that are and just shine your spotlight onto that, because that will create more of that by the universal law of attraction. Hello, June Bennett. It's nice to see you. How are you today? Brilliant. Nice for you to join us today. All right. So, Craig, I'll pick a card out for you now as well. So let's have a look for you, Craig. So you're the 2nd of November. Okay. So but I need the year as well, Craig. So if you pop your year down in there as well, it all makes sense. Ashley says, yeah, that's perfect. All right. So, Craig, this one's for you. Craig, you got Azure. Okay, so it's a lovely blue. And this is about protecting yourself, Craig. So I don't know what's going on in your life at the moment, but you might need to put your armor on. When I say that, it's almost like you need to kind of like, look at all the negative influences in your life, because you are, being born on the 2nd of November, that's the 2nd of the 11th, you are somebody who's very sensitive. And the two people, they're very intuitive as well. So a lot of the time, when you are sensitive, people do tend to, sort of if you're empathic, you'll take on other people's emotions and problems. So for you, the azure blue color comes in, and blue is all about protection. Actually, it's Archangel Michael. It's that color of the blue ray, so it comes in and it offers a shining, peaceful, protective light all the way around you. So just make sure that you are, you're doing that. All right. And that will make sense for you. So, excellent. Now, I'll need if you want me to look at your date of birth, I will need the year that you were born as well, because otherwise I can't get all the information that I need. And June Bennett, I'll do one for you as well. So June, you're the 12th of June, 1975. Now you've got the Pearl card today. Okay, Pearl. And that is to strengthen your connection with the divine. Now, Pearl sort of carries all of the colors of the rainbow in it, and it reminds you of your starry vastness and your origins as well. So Pearl really does help you to connect up to, the kind of the divine mother of the divine. So this is something that's coming in for you today. Mar Shams as well. I'll pick out a card for you. I'll use the other deck today for you, Mar. All right, so Mar Shams. You've been having a lot of highs and lows. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Ashley. Just remember to just focus on all of those good things in your life. Okay, so Mar, this one's for you, and this one's partnerships and abundance. It's pink, love, and money. So often when this one comes up, it's like the more we love ourselves, the more we attract abundance and prosperity into our lives. So it's asking you actually to do that. Okay, so love yourself unconditionally, and then the world will respond in that way, and actually it increases the amount of money that you have. So a good tip for you as well, like if you are somebody that, is short on cash at the moment, then try keeping your money in a pink wallet or a pink purse, and that will attract more abundance to you as well. So it's an amazingly effective method. Okay, so there you go. There you go. So Mars going, yes, get in. All right, so I'm going to have a look at June's date of birth now. So we're going to do a bit of a mixture of different things today. So I'll use the cards. I'm going to also use do dates of birth as well. All right, so June, you're the 12th of June. I wonder if that's why you were called June, because you were born in June, or would that be too obvious? The 12th of the 6th, 1975. Excellent. So you got 1, 2, got a 6, got a 9, I got a 7, got a 5. Excellent. Okay, so there you go, June. So this is your date of birth, the 12th of the 6th, 1975. What we can see straight away is you are somebody who's a very determined person, June. So for you, you know, you kind of like have got a lot of persistence in achieving your goals in life. So you'll see those through to finality. You love the home and family. You're actually very creative and intuitive as well. And I feel like you've got beautiful balanced communication skills. So your masculine and feminine energy is beautifully balanced. I feel you're a good listener as well as being a good talker. And actually, you know, you are somebody that's a fairly balanced person actually, but you are very determined. You're a day number 3 person. So the 3 energy is Jupiter, which is that coral energy, and it's somebody who is fun-loving, joyful, you know, and is quite whimsical, and they are inspired by the arts and lyrics and music and poetry and all of those types of things. You do suffer from a little bit of self-doubt or low self-esteem and self-confidence, and maybe need to look at the beliefs that you hold around, you know, who you are and what you're here to do. And so that you can kind of raise your own vibe and start loving and accepting yourself, because really coral energy is about self-acceptance. But you do want expansion in your life. So for you, you know, you're not the sort of person that would just want to get a normal day job and do a 9 till 5. You'll want to actually be able to sort of, you know, do your soul work on the planet. So that's really important to you. And that's where your expansion takes place. Also for you, what we can see is you're a ruling number 9, 10, 17, 22, 28, 31. So you're a 4, ruling 4. Now the 4 is a physical number on the physical plane of existence. So you're very practical, and actually for you, you're so practical that, you know, you like active involvement in life, and you're good with your hands. So actually you probably can express your creativity through your hands. So if you're not doing something creative, it might be something that you can look at doing, and especially being creative at home. Also, you know, the manual arts come out as well. So, you know, often 4 people, you know, they go into doing things that hands. So you're a doing person, but it's also Uranus is the planet of the future. So a lot of the time this brings in change and disruption of old order into your life. So it could be that, you know, you keep on going through periods of your life where you have to let go of people, places, and things that you're doing in order to make room for a new wave of positive life experience for you. Okay, so you know, it's like they go through that process of breaking down and disruption of old order and unexpected changes as well. So yeah, so June, that's just some little insights there into your sort of personality blueprint. And this year you're in a 10, 12, 13. So you're in a 4 year as well. So your personal year cycle actually fits in beautifully with the universal year cycle, which is also a 4 because we're in 2020. So for you, it's a trough year. So it's about conserving your energy. It's about making sure that your physical body is in as best shape as possible. You might need to recover from an accident or injury. So this is something that, you know, that can come up for you. Okay. So yeah. Now I wanted to also mention, right, there was something that came up for one of you guys that's going to be in the room this morning with regards to a message that's come through. Now it's somebody who's recently either been in a car accident or has had an accident on the road of some sort, whether it's being knocked off the bike or something like that. Or you know, has been in or knows somebody who's had an accident. So there's somebody who's here today that's had somebody who's been involved with some sort of road traffic accident. So who is that? So if you make yourself known, I'll see what else I can get through for you with that. All right. So June says, yes, I'm an artist. There you go there, June. It's I'm glad that you're doing that, because I feel like you'd be a really good artist as well. I'd love to see some of your work. So feel free to post some up in the group. It would be really awesome to see, you know, the work that you're doing. So it's, yeah, so there's a beautiful sense of artistry that comes around you. And, you know, I feel like for you, communication is very important as well. Yeah. So have you held any exhibitions yet? Have you held any? Excellent. All right. So who else wants to have a bit of a reading? Oh, hiya, Kim. Lovely to see you. Now, whilst Kim's in the room as well, now think about it. If you can think of somebody who's had an accident or a car accident or an injury of some sort, then let me know. All right. Oh, I'll check you out. So it's in between us, in between us, in between us. 11. All right, perfect. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll check it out and have a look at some of your artistry. That sounds great. Okay, so I want you to look at these 3 bottles now. Okay, so this is the first one. So you've got to tell me which one of these, which one of these bottles most relates to what's going on for you at this moment in time. So is it number 1? Is it number 2? All right, so I want you to look at these bottles. Is it number 3? All right, so is it 1, 2, or 3? So is it bottle number 1? So leave your answer in the comment section. Is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? Okay, 1, 2, or 3. So Ashley says number 1. Is it 1, 2, or 3? So I'll show you those again. So this is number 1. Okay, so if you're watching, make sure you put your answer down in the comment section so I can see what's going on for you as well. Number 1, okay, so this one is olive green over olive green. And I'll tell you what they all mean in a second. This is number 2, which is magenta over copper. Okay, and this is number 3, which is this bottle here, which is platinum over turquoise. Okay, so Kim says number 3. Excellent. June says number 2. Ashley says number 1. Mars says number 2, number 1. Okay, excellent. So, okay, so I'm going to go through that for you now. All right. Mina says number 3. Brilliant. All right. So if you chose bottle number 1, then you have chosen the Magician. So this is the Magician bottle. All right. So if you've chosen this, it's because you're stepping into, your powerful co-creative self, so you're actually a powerful magician, whether you know it or not. And this is a soft feminine energy. So you're creating through, this beautiful soft feminine power. All right. So how do you relate to that in your life? Okay. So green is also about fresh new spring rebirths and beginnings, and it's a 6 because it's 15. So a 6 is Venusian energy. It's all about love. So green is the color of the heart chakra, but this is the heart chakra, which is love, mixed with yellow, which is your power center, which is joy. When you mix joy and love together, and you mix your power and love together, you do become a very powerful magician, so capable of creating the reality in your life that you so desire. So if you've picked out bottle number 1, Ashley, there you go. So you've answered your own question there in a way, Ashley, haven't you? It's like, even though you've been going through a few ups and downs, you are a powerful magician and you can create your own reality. So remember that we get what we think about, whether we want it or not. So focus on the things that you truly want. All right, and it'll help you to move forward with that. All right, so if you picked out bottle number 2, which is this one here, you have chosen the awakening bottle. So this is bottle number 20. We're in 2020. The whole world is awakening to their divine true nature. So magenta is about your soul and divinity, and it's in your conscious mind. So here, it's where we release the guilt, we step into our divine love, and we bring that down to the earth, which is the copper underneath. So the copper section there underneath is connected to the earth. It's Gaia. It's our grounded energy. So we're grounding our divinity on the planet during 2020. So it's an awakening process that's going on. So June, you're going through this awakening. Ma, you're going through this awakening as well, and Susan as well. Yeah, there you go. And 2 stopped you. 1 is pretty and 2 stopped you. There you go. So it's an awakening that's taking place. So we're all kind of like realizing we're so much more than we ever gave ourselves credit for, aren't we? We really are. Okay, so this is bottle number 3. So did you choose bottle number 3? Okay, so if you did choose bottle number 3, this one is called the Inner Guide. Now the Inner Guide is this beautiful platinum over pale apple green. So it's an 8 bottle as well. So this is about the end of sibling rivalry. So what happens with this is like, you know, where you find like that abode of bliss and within deep within yourself, this peace, and actually reconnect your inner guidance system. But it will also kind of release all those issues of persecution. So it'll help you to work out and resolve any issues that you've got with your siblings. All right. Yeah. There you go. So Ashley says, wow, so true. I feel like I've been shedding so many layers and uncovering my true self purpose powers more than ever before. That's great, Ashley. I'm really pleased. And, you know, did the bottle number 3, Mina, did that relate to you and Christina? Can you understand that? I mean, is there any sibling rivalry between yourself and Ashley? You know, that's an interesting one for you to pick. You know, so Mina, you chose number 3 and so did you, Christina. There's lots of releasing happening at the moment. Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, what's happening, you know, I mean, around us every day, you know, some things are getting better, and no resonance. Excellent. I'm pleased that there's no have you got any other brothers and sisters that you're not having any issues with? But remember, this bottle as well is also connected to, you know, sort of almost like needing to take some time out for yourself so that you don't burn yourself out, you know, because it really is, it's about stepping into your independence, but maybe giving yourself some space as well so you can kind of reconnect. There you go. I think 2 was really accurate. I've been going through so much. Do share. Tell us what you've been going through. 1 resonates with you more. Fantastic. Number 1, which is the beautiful magician bottle. Okay, fantastic. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you 3 more bottles. Okay, so this is like where you want to be. You're very welcome, Julia. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Fantastic. So this is bottle number 1. All right, so I want you to choose. Is it bottle number 1? And this is going to represent like which one of these is where you want to be. All right. So would you prefer to be there? Would you prefer to be there, which is the rose gold pearl of wisdom? Okay. So that's the rose gold pearl of wisdom there. Okay. So, and this one is called, oh, well, I won't tell you the names yet. And then number 3. That's number 3. Okay. So is it 1, 2, or 3? Where do you want to be out of those 3? Where would you prefer to be? Excellent. Lovely. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. Leave your comment. So Mars says number 1. Ashley says number 2. Mina says number 1, definitely. June says number 2. What do you think, Julia? And Kim, what do you think as well? So it's 1 and 2, and 2 more. Okay, fantastic. Christina says number 1. Okay, so Christina says that one. Ashley says number 2, and no one's chosen number 3. Number 3, which is this one here, which is like diamond over pale turquoise. Wow, your feet feel like they're on fire. Well, you know, sometimes that can be a good thing, you know, Susan, because when your feet feel like they're on fire, it means that your energy and your base, you know, that's you're drawing up from Gaia is actually getting stronger. So you're drawing that energy up, and the Kundalini is starting to awaken. Christina says number 3 is nice too. It's nice, isn't it? I like number 3. Okay, so number 1 is magical number 33. Now, this number was coming up for me so much yesterday, number 33. So I live in a 33 house, all right? So love, it's called Love and Magic, this. Now, the number 3 is an interesting one, the 33 is, because it's like an angel number. It's a master number. It's a very high vibe number as well. It's everywhere, literally. I was like screenshotting all of like the number 33s that I was seeing yesterday and sending them through to my husband, and he's like, what's going on? So it's actually like when you're on the verge of a creative breakthrough, because the 3 and 3 is a 6. So it's like creativity times creativity. So it's like a very powerful angel number of creation. You know, it's creation, it's love as well, because pink is Venusian energy, the planet Venus, which is the planet of emotions, and rose pink in the subconscious is about divine love. So this is about you mastering love, which brings forth great creativity. Yeah. So Julia says, when my ascension began, my left foot would randomly start burning. I realized later it wasn't that random. No, it's not. Nothing's that random, actually, is it, Julia? Yeah. There you go. So you resonated with number 2, did you, Kim? Fantastic. All right, so that one, so if you chose this bottle here, that's your bottle number 1. Okay, and so if you chose that bottle, then that is Love and Magic. So it's a brilliantly powerful, it means you're on the verge of a creative breakthrough. All right, so June, it might be like all of a sudden your paintings go ballistic, although you chose number 2. All right, so yeah, there you go. So if you chose bottle number, there you go. This is the rose gold. Now, this is like one of the highest vibration colors in the whole of the color mirror system. And it's like, it's almost got like a little bit of pink in gold. So this is the mother, the divine mother of the divine. So this bottle is called the rose gold pearl of wisdom because it actually means that you're stepping in and beyond, you know, this notion of, you know, you know, the source is male, and it's actually moving you beyond and reconnecting to the energy that birthed the source consciousness. So it's the mother, the divine mother of the divine. So this is a very powerfully feminine, you know, sort of archetype bottle, and it's aligned with authentic power and wisdom, but with such powerful and blissful love, and such an amazing ability to be able to heal the soul, you know. So if this is your choice, then, you know, this is what your intentions are in life. So Ashley, June, you know, Julia, Kim, you've got some beautiful intentions there. Nothing is ever random. Absolutely not. And thank you so much, Ma. You've done it again. You've given me the 999, and that's my ruling number, number 9. I really appreciate that. And it's a master number as well. We are all the Elohim. Perfect. That's absolutely correct, Ashley. We are all the Elohim. You know, we are the Elohim, all of us, you know. So it's like, it's just remembering. It's just remembering the truth of who you are. And that is enough to move mountains in your life. You know, because when we step into faith, now it's interesting because turquoise is about faith. So if you chose bottle number 3, which is this one, it's G29 in the color mirror system. This one is, you know, this one is called the Children of the Light. So if you chose this one as being your, you know, your future self, or out of the 3, the one that you most resonated with, this is like all of the crystal children that come to Earth to make a difference on the planet, the children of the light, you know. So the silver in the conscious section of the bottle is like, you know, the starlight beaming down and putting these beautiful sensitive children on the Earth that have already activated crystalline DNA, so they don't have to be upgraded. They're already perfectly intact. And it's a 29, which is an 11. So it's that beautiful master number 11, which is about helping humanity to evolve and to grow and to fall into faith and to reconnect to their star families. So there you go. Oh, thank you. At the checkpoint. Excellent. Hiya, Hugh. It's nice to see you. You've just woken up in the middle of the night. You like the blue, do you? Yeah, I thought I'd get a proper blue t-shirt because I've only ever had light blue. And I've got like a really nice dark blue one. It's like a navy blue as well. And I've got some really cool colors actually that I just ordered 13 new t-shirts because I'm creating at the moment my color mirrors practitioner course as well. So that's like an online course that's available. And yeah, so I'm in each section, each color that I'm doing, I'm wearing the corresponding color t-shirt, so that it's actually been really beautifully put together. So Julia says, my 12-year-old daughter would choose #3, 100%, the children of the light. Well, Julia, you know, that's probably because she is like a little starry rainbow child that's come to the earth. Thank you, Ashley. You're so generous. Look at you guys go. Thank you so much. You're very, very generous. And I love that gorgeous turquoise as well. So thank you. Mars giving me the gold, and Ashley, there you go, the turquoise. That's beautiful. There you go. Taken lovely messages from all. Brilliant. Now, I wanted to just ask again, there was something that came up for somebody who has recently either had an accident or knows somebody who's had an accident. All right. And it's either a road traffic accident or coming off a bike or something like that. So whoever that is, just let me know and I'll see if I can get the rest of the message through. Because I feel like, actually, I do feel like somebody would have either died or crossed in this accident. Okay. So it feels like it's quite significant because it came back to me a couple of times. So just let me know if it's for any of you guys. So at the checkpoint, how are you going, Hugh? Do tell me. Let me know what's been going on. Send me a message and keep me posted. I've been sending so much love and light through to you, Hugh, during this time in your life. So I'm constantly sending Reiki symbols through, and lots of light and support through from all of the archangelic realm and your star family as well, shining white healing light all around you. Thanks, Julia. Keep it up, says Julia. Look at you go. It's like, so it's not for you. Okay, so let me know whoever can relate to that. Anyway, it might not necessarily be you, but it's definitely coming up. So have a think about it. And it's an accident that would have happened within the last sort of 6 to 12 months. All right. So we're moving on to the next one now. So Mountain Lion, hello Mountain Lion, how are you? Now Mountain Lion, if you've not left me your date of birth before, write me your date of birth, just leave it in the comments section and I'll have a look at your numerology. So I'll look at your date of birth and I'll look at your starseed origins, I'll look at your strengths and weaknesses and the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures. Now, there's a couple of things I wanted to make you aware of as well. So at the end of this month, so at the end of July, we're putting our next order in for Colour Mirrors bottles. All right, so it's time now to get your bottle orders in, because obviously I will be putting the order in through to Melissa in South Africa around about the sort of the end of the month, and that means that so the bottles will come through from South Africa to me, and then I can post them out to you wherever you are in the world. Okay, so make sure that you get your orders in for your dual colored oil bottles and your essence sprays. Now, also, we've got some of these in stock at the moment, which are the beautiful kids Colour Mirrors, all right, pack. So these are gorgeous. So these are like a mini set of the chakra dual colored oils, and they're rollables, and these are really fantastic. They go through all of the different chakra colors, and you can basically put them on your anywhere areas of the body, and you get your kids to sort of put them wherever they feel like they want. And they're especially beneficial for those children that find it really difficult to communicate in words. All right, so I love these are beautiful rollerball, and they are that beautiful, you know, dual colored oil. So it's like the top fraction is the oil, and that sits on top of the water, which has been infused with crystal frequencies, light frequencies, and Ho'oponopono as well, which is obviously that Hawaiian prayer ritual. So, you know, if we look at the experiments of Dr. Mazuro Emoto, he channeled loving light into liquids and changed their crystalline frequency, and actually they become very high vibrational remedies to support you. There you go. Can I pull a card for you? Yeah, absolutely, Christina. Did I forget? Oh, I forgot. All right, let's have a look. So I'm going to pick a card for you now. I'll pick one from these. Now, I've also got these on offer at the moment as well. So these are usually priced at 49 Australian dollars. And these are only 39 Australian dollars for a deck of the Colour Mirrors Oracle cards as well, plus postage and packing. So these are beautiful. So I've got plenty of stock with the Colour Mirrors Oracle cards. And these are basically, they're a great way to be able to start to learn the Colour Mirrors, because they've got all of the different remedies on there as well. And they start to introduce you to the psychological and analytical meanings of colour as well. So they're absolutely gorgeous. All right, so this one's for you. All right, so there you go. Oops, there you go. So we've got this one here for you, Christina. So Christina, it's the Lilac Angel, forgiveness. Now, who do you need to forgive? Because often lilac is about your connection through to spirit. So with this card, it's saying, okay, so you either need to forgive yourself or forgive somebody around you, and look at it from a different perspective. So if you're holding on to any resentment towards anybody, all right, then it could be time to sort of forgive. Remember, forgiveness is the best form of healing. We always have to fall into forgiveness. Lilac is also, you know, really helps to release grief as well. So if you're holding on or storing onto any grief of any sort, then lilac is one of the best colors to help you to release that emotional attachment, because it helps you understand the source of the grief as well. Yeah, no, that's okay. So Julia, the kids pack, I mean, the kids pack are specifically for children. So it's for, you know, those starry children, like those rainbow children and the crystal children that find it hard expressing themselves in words, because they go to the color that they like and they'll just pick it up, and you just encourage them to put them wherever they feel on their body. So they get that remedy into their system. They're only, I think, 97 Australian dollars. So in American, it's about, I don't know, it's about 70 or something like that, 70 or 60 something, because the exchange rate's really good at the moment, and you can pay through PayPal. So I'll put a PayPal link onto. Actually, there should be one underneath the video anyway, or you can just email me at hayden@haydencrawford.com, and I can send you the link through, and then you can order one if you fancy it. Yeah, it's always best with PayPal. Yeah, PayPal's easiest really, because you don't even need to have a PayPal account. So it's just basically you just PayPal me, put your details, and you change the figure from 000 into the amount, and then it takes you through the whole process. So it's dead easy. And it just means that you don't have any overseas charges by using cards and stuff like that. So Mountain Lion is July the 8th, 2002. So I'm going to have a look at yours now. Okay, so let's have a look at your date of birth. You're welcome, Julia. Thanks, Kim. I really appreciate that. There you go. Fantastic. Okay, so there you go. So we've got. Okay. And thanks again, Julia. I appreciate your donation. It's really lovely. Okay, so there we go. So we've got the. Okay, so we've got Mountain. Are you still there? July the 8th. The 8th of the 7th. 2002. Okay, so you're a millennial. I think it's a millennial, isn't it? There, 2002. So you got the 7 and then the 8. All right. So you guys have got very different charts to anyone born in the 1900s, because obviously you don't have the 1 and the 9 influences, which can play havoc, you know, with regards to your personality blueprint. Yeah. So what we can see there. What's your name, Mountain Lion? What's your actual name? Because it helps me to just identify with you. So you're a very sensitive soul. You see there, you've got those 2 2s. The 2 in numerology is feminine. All right. So it's a feminine power. 2 is like moon energy. It's your emotions, it's your sensitivity and your intuition. So you are very intuitive, very sensitive. You like partnerships. You probably are somebody who's quite empathic, and you're probably somebody that resonates with, like, you know, and understands animals or children or old people, because you've got this natural resonance towards them. You're also somebody who's very independent. You know, you like to be in control. So you've got that 8 energy, which is all about organization and control and independence, you know, and also the 7 energy, which is, that means that you like to learn via your own experiences as well. So no one can kind of tell you how to live your life. You have to do it your own way. So you're very independent. You're a very nurturing person as well, because the 8 and the day number 8 people sometimes are attracted into working with money or managing, or sometimes even the travel industry as well. So your day number actually carries the second amount of influence in your life. Your ruling number, which you get from adding up all of the numbers in your date of birth, actually is the most sort of powerful number within your date of birth, within your birth chart rather. And you're a 4 and a 7, which is 11, and an 8, which is 19. So a 9 and 1, which is a 10. So your ruling number is a 10, which in the color mirror system is gold over olive green. It's called the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a very soft feminine leadership ability. It's a power, non-ego based power. So you are a leader, but you lead through soft feminine energy, and it relates to Isis, which is the goddess that gave birth to the sun. So really, this is that Egyptian goddess sort of energy. So this is the power. It's your authentic power and wisdom and value over and above this beautiful feminine olive green color as well. So actually, a lot of ruling 10 people tend to keep all of their relationships quite superficial, because they don't want people knowing what's going on for them emotionally, or they maybe have 1 or 2 friends that they communicate with about that. But also remember, the 10 people as well are very adaptable. So you can put you into any situation, Genesis, and you'll do really well. So, you know, it's like, you're not like a one-trick pony. You know, you can basically do what you need to do in any environment. So if you get offered a job, sort of working, in the arts or in science, then you could adapt quite easily. Excellent. So at the checkpoint, there you go. Thank you very much. There's a lovely heart with a cross on it. And what's that? Is that like a little cat coming out of a box? Excellent. What time is it there, Hugh? It must be quite, you say the middle of the night, so it's about 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. You should go and get some is there like a garden there that you can go and get some fresh air, go and breathe in the fresh air, or go and have a snack? You must have a vending machine there where you can go and get a little snack or something like that, or make yourself a cup of tea, or even put on see if you can get a box set on. I don't know if anyone else is watching it at the moment. I'm watching Ozark. It's fantastic, honestly. I never normally stop work during the day, but I have been at the moment. I stop at about 4 o'clock on me and Mark, because we both work from home. We go and we just go and lie on the sofa and watch an episode of Ozark every single day, because it's just super. It's super good. So I thoroughly recommend that to anybody. Okay, so if I was to sort of say, a beneficial necklace. Now these are the Color Mirrors necklaces. All right, so these are beautiful. So these are like they're like jewel colored necklaces. All right, so this one is the moon one, so that would be a really beneficial one for you. Okay, Genesis, and that one is, these are handcrafted in glass, and they come all the way from Canada actually, and that one is pale blue over blue moon, and that's the moon energy, which is that gorgeous blue energy which helps with sensitivity and intuition, and it also helps you to express yourself as well if you're struggling to communicate your truths. They're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, on telly. Yeah, no, it's really cool. Oh, you haven't got yours yet? Oh no, it's definitely on the way. So have you got your tracking number anyway, Mar? Haven't you? But yeah, no, they are taking a little bit of time. I had a message through from a lady in Canada as well today who hasn't received her bottles yet. It was 2 weeks ago they were sent off, but it says they're on their way through the tracking on Ozpost. So I don't know. The world has gone crazy, hasn't it? Awesome, isn't it? You like it as well, Q? It's so good. Hey, Ozark, so good. So it's 240. You've just had some painkillers. And you're done watching it, are you? What do you mean? So have you actually seen the whole thing, or are you just done with it? You're over it. It is a great show. Yeah, no, you're very welcome, Genesis. Did that make sense for you? Now, remember, guys, if you want some greater insights, then I'm doing the Starseed numerology reports at the moment as well, which go into every aspect of your birth and name chart, and they look at your starry origins, the star system that you originated from after you left source consciousness. So they are a handcrafted 15-page Starseed numerology report, which is just sensational and really help you to remember actually who you are and what you're here to do. They're really great, and they're only 49 Australian dollars at the moment as well, and you can order one of those through PayPal Me as well. It is a beautiful necklace, that one, isn't it? It is. It's in LA airport since 710. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So Renee says, do you know about walk-ins? I think I'm having one. Okay. So walk-ins are quite an interesting thing, because it's almost like a soul transfer that takes place. But why do you think that, Renee? Because often these happen after an accident or an injury of some sort. Okay. So have you had an accident recently? Have you been through an operation, or have things shifted quite dramatically in your life? Sometimes it can be that your soul has got to the end of a particular journey, and that could be that whatever you're doing with your life is completely wrong for you now. And if you haven't got the courage and confidence to be able to get up and go, all right, I need to change, then a new soul will come in and almost take over the human body. And sometimes the walk-ins come to be able to help and assist. If a human body doesn't have to leave or to die, then the soul will come in with a fresh perspective and help the body to recover. So it can take place, during that as well. I did buffo. What does buffo mean? What does buffo mean? Is that the same as buff head? What does buffo mean? Oh, or is that I did a UFO? Is that what you mean? You did a UFO. So when you say you did a UFO, what do you mean? Did a UFO find you or something? Do tell me more. Very interesting. Very interesting. Kim's laughing. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to pick a card out for, let's have a look, for Renee. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Often, like if you're attracted to the colors orange and silver or orange and lilac, that can mean that you have experience or are going through a soul transfer. But it'll be like almost like you don't connect with any of the people in your life anymore, any of the things that you're doing, and sometimes relationships or marriages can end during that as well. Oh, it's DMT. Toadpuss. What have you been doing that for, Renee? Toadpuss. Okay, DMT. Is that like the spirit molecule? So it's Mary Magdalene. All the above. Oh, what? So your soul transfer is Mary Magdalene. Wow, Renee, that's intense. Okay, so this one at the checkpoint. Yes, watched it. Money Heist as well. I'm a real TV addict, but I'm now out of a passive stage of my recovery. Another revelation and change is on its way. It's similar to taking a different journey. Yeah, because you've turned to Buddhism, haven't you, Hugh? Which is really cool. How's that going? Are you continuing your studies? Now, this is about setting boundaries. So this is called green space. Now, green in color therapy is all about space. And a lot of the time we need to disconnect from the rest of the world, and green energy is a really great way to detoxify and purify. This one's actually for you, Hugh. I remember I sent you a green crystal. It was the serpentine and stitchite. It's very, very good for detoxification of the liver. So sometimes what we have to do is and actually green is the color of money, since we're talking about that as well. So it's a detoxing of everything in your life, getting rid of and changing everything that you're doing and every way you've been doing it. The sun was a beautiful orange this morning, was it? Wow. Whereabouts in the world are you, Susan? Whereabouts are you? Do let me know where you are, and I can and I'd be interested to find out, because you're obviously in America or something like that when the sun was rising this morning. Excellent. All right. So is anyone now? There was somebody who wanted me to do. It was Mina, wasn't it? You wanted me to have a look at was it your daughter's date of birth? Let's have a look. Your son's, the 16th of the 10th, 2006. So let's have a look at that for you, Mina. Okay, so the 16th of the 10th, 2006. And what's your son's name? So you got the 2 6s. Okay, brilliant. All right, so there we go. That's what it looks like. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. It's quite bright, isn't it? There you go. That's better, isn't it? So he's got 2 arrows. He's got what's called the arrow of passivity. So for him, he needs to be encouraged to, sort of get things going. So sometimes they can delay starting projects, or they don't start them at all. So they do need some gentle encouragement. Librans can be quite lazy, I must admit. So I'm a Libran, and I know, you can go through waves of just being sort of like a workaholic, or sort of being quite lazy and just like all the nice things in life. So that can come up for Librans. Again, he's very creative. He's a creative soul. Now, he loves his home and he loves his family, but he does have to be careful, because he needs to live positively all the time, because otherwise he can lapse into anxiety, worry, and overwhelm. He's very intuitive as well, and he's a good communicator, but he doesn't know how he feels, so he can react to emotional situations. So I feel like with a lot of 16-10 Libran energy, it's like they have to go through, sort of change and disruption of old order, but they also have to go through breaking everything down, because 16 is a karmic number, but it's also related to Neptune as well. So Neptune is the Roman god of the sea, so it's that teaching energy. So the 7 people really have to learn through their own experience. There's no way that you can kind of tell them how to live their life. They have to find out by their own methods. So he's an 8, 9, 10, and 6 is 16. So he's actually a 7. He's a ruling 7 and a day number 7. So he is here to become a teacher, but he will have to kind of like to be interested in the deeper meaning behind life. So he'll be interested in miracles, magic, illusions, mysteries of faith, you know, and those types of things. So he's very wise. He's got a lot of Atlantean energy and Aquarian energy. So he's got this deep ancient wisdom that he's got access to, and actually he could bring that forth through creativity and intuitive processes. He's a little bit skeptical of anything that can't be scientifically proven initially, but you'll find with that you know, he will, you know, he really will step into his own power again moving forward. So yeah, he's called Gabriel. Well, what a perfect name for him as well. And then June says the 29th of the 2nd, 2016 for Ondine. Lakey's here. Would you recommend a cosmic consciousness consultation after a Starseed report to look even deeper into the origins? Definitely, Lakey. Well, what the cosmic consciousness consultations do is they set a process forth so that you can raise your awareness higher and reconnect to the energies of your soul family or your starry family, and actually start receiving symbols, information, and guidance through from them. So it's a facilitated subconscious, kind of like almost a hypnotic process that I take you through in order for you to be able to retrieve soul memories and some really powerful, loving, divine guidance as well. Yeah. San Francisco Bay Area. Oh, I'm so envious, Susan. I love San Francisco Bay. I've watched all of Tales of the City by Armistead Maupin. Absolutely love it. And actually, for my 50th next year or the year after, I think it's next year, isn't it now? I'm born in 72. Yeah, we had plans on doing a cruise and going through San Francisco. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do that now because of COVID and everything. So we'll just have to see. Yeah. Oh, wow, okay. I'd love your impression on the picture I posted on the Arcturian page on Facebook. I'll have a look at that, Susan, later on. Yeah, no, interesting. I haven't seen it yet. What's it of? Just so I don't miss it. At the checkpoint says that's hit the nail on the head with green. So many stepping off point. I'm between two minds to drop the running and concentrate on Lego projects. Buddhist study on hold and listening to your meditations. Fantastic. Well, I'm really pleased. Wow. So concentrating on Lego projects. That's amazing. Dropping the running. Wow. So that's so interesting. So that's a massive sort of turnaround, really, isn't it? We're also back on lockdown, are you, in San Francisco Bay? Oh, no. I know. Well, it's going to keep on going like this for a while now. So we just have to get used to the new norm, I think. But, you know, recognize that it's all happening for our purposeful good. All right. So never get down about it. We just have to go, okay, so this is needed. You know, the earth needs time to heal and all of that. It is Clouds and my name is, it's M. Agnes. Okay. Fantastic. It's Clouds. Okay. I think I saw that. You're in lockdown still too, Mina, are you? Yeah. Mountain Lion says, what does the color red mean? Well, red's an interesting color because it's the slowest wavelength and frequency of our visible form of light. So red is all about activity, energy, mobility. So it energizes the physical body and helps to release pain. If you're attracted to red, though, it sometimes can help with anger issues. So anger comes up in red. The etheric body is in red as well. So, you know, it's a lot of the time it's our safety, security, and our survival that comes into red. Because if you think about it, blood is red. So if we cut ourselves, we fear that we may bleed to death. So fear comes into red. Judgment comes into red. Judging people too much, you know, it's separation, because red is the color that, you know, when we first are born and we leave our mother, you know, that red is the color of separation. So judgment, separation, all of that. So it's actually quite a low, slow frequency. I love the color red, but actually, you know, if you're attracted to it, red is the antidote to red related issues, but it can also be the antidote to green related issues as well, because it's the complementary color to green. So hopefully that's made sense. Yeah. And she is healings. Yeah, absolutely, Renee. Red's I love the color red. I really love red. It's something that I've just always loved. I love red and orange, and that's why I absolutely love Like this is my color mirrors bottle. So this is really, you know, who I am. This the ruling 9. So this is the 9 bottle, which is red over orange, and this is Mars energy. So this is like activity, energy, mobility. It's about, you know, it's about doing and saying what needs doing and saying instead of holding it in and being all, you know, angry and frustrated. So that's really a great remedy for anger. So if you are feeling angry, then this could be a really great remedy for you to bathe in, and also very good for physical pain, especially with the lower back. Yeah, absolutely. It's the separation that comes in with the red. Yeah. Yeah, Mary has a color as well. So Mother Mary energy. Are you talking about Mary Magdalene, or are you talking about Mother, like Mary as in the baby Jesus's mum? Because yeah, they both do. Actually, it's the color of the necklace that I showed you for Mother Mary. So not Mary Magdalene, but that's Mother Mary colors. So it's that beautiful pale blue over royal blue. That's a really great necklace to wear for Mother Mary. And if it's Mary Magdalene, then I'll have to go through my notes and just see, because I've forgotten what it is actually, but I'll check it out because I know that there is a Mary Magdalene energy color as well. Same in Victoria. Yep, Kim, I know that you're going through that in Victoria. I'm watching that on the news as well because I'm in Perth in WA, and yeah, I realise it's getting quite tough over there, isn't it? It is getting quite tough. But you know, again, you know, we've got to remember that Australia hasn't really even had a proper wave yet. So you know, it's like we're still on our first wave, where everyone else is kind of going through their second. Yeah, Ashley, definitely. I mean, for sure, it's a really beneficial one if you you know, if the anger rises, and a lot of the time it's because you get frustrated with yourself because you're not saying the right things at the right time, and then you go, I wish I'd said that. So it can bring up all of those things, and also the shock and trauma of being on the planet. Yeah, absolutely. You know, so that's an interesting one. So June Bennett says the 29th of the 2nd, 2016. So let's have a look at that one as well. Excellent. Okay, so the 29th. Now the 29, remember, it's quite a challenging number, the 29, because it's the grace under pressure bottle into in the color mirror system. So 29 is like the Olympic spiritual athlete. So if somebody's got a 29, it's the 11, because the 2 and the 9 makes an 11. So your day number is an 11. So you're here for a spiritual purpose to guide humanity forward into the golden age. However, you know, it's often through going through some deep challenges and trials and tribulations yourself. So, but your soul has chosen these lessons, all right, for it to have a swift evolution of consciousness, and hopefully it doesn't have to come back to the earth plane next time round. Not that I'm saying it's a bad place, but it's quite annoying, isn't it, as well, being stuck in third dimensional density can be super annoying as well. All right. So I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but there we go. So what we can see there. Okay. Shoulder pain of the arms due to blocking from 4 months on physio. Yeah, you know what? I would say red energy for sure. Remember, red is the antidote to green related issues, Hugh. So I would go for, like, for you, like I would go for a massive, like, red over red bottle. So this one here, this one would be an amazing bottle for that. So that's ruby red over red. Okay, so this one is called the garnet, and the garnet gets to the source of all the physical pain and releases it. Bathe in that deep red, rich bottle, and that also gets rid of all the ancestral stuff and patterns too. Yeah, that's it. The 222. We must create faster than we destroy. Snacks required. All right, so there you go. So yeah, love and light to you, Kim. Have a fantastic time, and remember to get your order in as well before the end of the month, so I can include that for you in the orders from SA and HQ. So this is like, you know, this is somebody who's very empathic. Okay, so I'm very, very sensitive, very intuitive, and very empathic. Probably somebody that works with animals, children, or would want to. Again, what we can see is that they've got the arrow of the inquirer, so they don't necessarily always believe anything that can't be scientifically proven until they get their own proof. Somebody who loves the home and family, somebody who struggles to communicate how they feel, and somebody who is a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22. So 22 over 4. So, you know, a day number 11 with a ruling number 22 over 4. So this is the master builder. This person is here for a spiritual purpose. This person will do the work because they've got the doing aspect of the 4 along with the 22. Somebody who's hypersensitive, somebody who's very intuitive and possibly very psychic as well. Absolutely. Yeah, Hugh, you can certainly order a garnet bottle as well. So what I'll do is I'll drop you a message through, and then yeah, you can pop that through via PayPal. Me is probably the best way. So I'll calculate the postage and stuff like that. So that's all good. Though it's a really beautiful bottle, and you know, and I would definitely recommend bathing in that one. I don't know if you've done your other bottle yet, because I think you had, if my memory serves me right, the New Beginnings bottle number 28, wasn't it? So I've got a good memory, haven't I? Okay. So yeah. So does that make sense there, June? So this is like, you know, this is like important stuff that you're finding out about very, very quickly, because obviously this person is literally only 4 years old, but a very powerful little starseed for sure. Needs some grounding, you see. So look, only one number on the physical plane. It's 1, 1. Okay, so needs some grounding. So again, you know, red energy for grounding, because they're very they're indigo children, so they need bringing back onto the planet. So you could either use that, or you could use like the copper bottle as well, the copper over copper, which is this one here. So this one is like, it's called the core. So that one is very grounding, helps you become present and physical on the earth. And this one is more, you know, this one heals the bloodline as well. Okay, so they're quite similar. That one's best for you, Hugh. This one would be really good for the little star children that struggle to connect to the earth. It is very, very powerful. Excellent. All right then, guys, hopefully that you enjoyed that today. Yeah, it's beautiful, Ashley. It's really, really gorgeous. And they both smell so different. Like the core bottle smells, it's almost got this beautiful, rich, sort of almost like a licorice and earthy undertone to it. It's very, very supportive as well. It helps you just feel like you belong here. All right. Excellent. All right then, guys. Well, look, I'll love you and leave you. I'll see you back tomorrow. Remember, between 9 and 10 o'clock Western Standard Time for the numerology session. All right. So this is full numerology, looking at birth dates and stuff. Once again, thanks so much for the donations, guys. I really appreciate those, because they really help me to keep the channel alive and kicking. All right. So I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Have an amazing day. See you soon. Bye.